Why, hello, beauties, and welcome back to the Find Your Balance podcast. Today, it's you and me, baby. Just a solo episode for today. No interviews, just me rambling and talking. It's been some time that I've just had myself on the podcast, and I'm pumped. I think it's going to be great. Today, we're going to be chatting all about absolutely everything you need to know about BBM and exactly how we are going to upgrade your life. This is an amazing episode for you to listen to if you've been contemplating starting BBM, or potentially you've just come across us on socials and you're interested in our vibe and what we do and how we could support you. But not only would this be an amazing episode for those who haven't started BBM yet, it's also going to be really, really great for those who are currently doing BBM or who've previously done it as well. And the reason I say that is because sometimes there is so much information to get through that you may miss something if you're already on your BBM journey. Or maybe something I say today reminds you of just one of our amazing opportunities that you have within BBM that you might like to take, or a resource that you've forgotten about that you have access to. So that's kind of what I wanted to go through today, and just to be able to refer anyone to this episode should they ask, for more details on what we do and what we provide and how we can change your life. So that's what we're going to get into today. Let me just have a drink of water. Out of my beautiful Frank Green 750ml drink bottle. I don't have one of the 2-liter water bottles because it's too big for me to hold, and it just feels too large for me personally, especially being able to sit it down in the car. I know you can go to Bunnings and get the little cup holder to put into your car, but I just want to put my drink bottle in the cup holder instead of having a piece of piping in there. So I got the 750ml in the lemon yellow color, and it's just gorgeous. I love it. And I use the one that obviously has the straw. Well, not obviously, they all don't have the straw. Mine has the straw. That's important for me. I feel like I will spill water all over myself if I don't have a straw. I don't know why I've done that my whole life. Just spill everything down the front of my jumper. I don't know if you can relate to that, or if you're like, what the hell, you're clumsy. So let's get into it, team. I want to get started by talking about the community aspect of BBM when you participate in one of our challenges. And firstly, I will just say that in 1 year, we at BBM will run 4 challenges. So they happen every 3 months and they go for 8 weeks. The challenges are open to absolutely anyone. And at the end of an 8-week challenge, you are able to sign up to our continued membership and basically sign up as a member with us, which I'll get into the details of that. But that's basically the structure of BBM, how it looks. We have the 8-week challenges and the BBM Unlimited membership. So community is probably the biggest part of BBM. I have ran lots of different programs, from one-to-one to group coaching, and the results and the changes that I see are more profound in a group setting. And I believe that is because when you're doing something in a group setting, you have so many people to keep you accountable and to motivate you. Whereas if it's just one-on-one all the time, you and your teacher, you and your coach, it's just one person that you have to show up for. If you have to show up for 70 to 100 people in your group, like in BBM, you're more likely to to actually turn up, show up, push yourself, become accountable, all of those things. So the successes we have seen have been hugely larger in our group coaching settings. Now, as part of group coaching, you do have the ability to also sign up for one-to-one sessions, which is great. That's to elevate your progress. But our culture is group. It's a group space. It's a community. It's a sisterhood. We have events here at BBM that you have access to if you are a challenge member or an unlimited member. At the end of every single challenge, we run an end of challenge award ceremony. And that's where we have like fun prizes. We'll have a theme for what we're going to wear. We'll have beautiful food, lots of fun drinks. We'll have dancing, an opportunity to meet the sisterhood, meet the girls that are doing the program with you. It's a safe environment, a comfortable environment. It's a girls' night out, a night out without the kids, with like-minded women, and we will award the challenge winner their $500 prize. So that's what you do win at the end of an 8-week challenge if you follow the steps in order to win. So how do you actually win one of our BBM 8-week challenges? Well, it is not based on how much weight you've lost. It is not based on biggest physical transformation. The way you win a BBM 8-week challenge is by sharing our weekly tracker on your Instagram story every week for 8 weeks. That's it. You just need to show up and share your tracker. The habit tracker has the different habits that we're doing that challenge. So that might have 10,000 steps a day, hitting your protein and calorie targets, sleeping 7 to 9 hours a night, mind growth, drinking 2 liters of water. And some of these habits change between our challenges. If you share the tracker regardless of how many ticks you get on your tracker every week, then we want to award you for showing up for yourself. Because showing up for yourself and staying accountable for 8 weeks means you're more likely to become consistent and create a sustainable lifestyle. What we can see sometimes is people going all in, sharing their week 1 tracker because they got heaps of ticks and it looks awesome. Week 2 comes along, and of course, it's not sustainable because they were pushing themselves too hard, and life pops up, because life pops up every single time. It always will. Every single time. You can count on that. And then the tracker doesn't look as good as it did in week 1 to them, so they don't share it. And then what happens? Then they've fallen off. They don't feel like they're still in the game, and they'll throw in the towel. But we decided to award the people who show up regardless of how many ticks, just so they can create a sustainable lifestyle. And we will award $500 to one lucky person who has shared their tracker every week. A bit of insight is that we do tick off each person on a spreadsheet, and we can kind of count and track how many people are sharing their tracker every week. And the numbers always start quite high and then they dwindle. So I feel like that should be motivation for the people who are in it to win it. Just know that if you keep going, you're probably going to get there, because it's human nature for people to drop off. But my life mission is to get as many women to push themselves as possible to be able to create consistency. So we do the end of challenge awards, every single challenge, and everyone is invited. Sometimes it'll be like a dinner that you can buy a ticket to, come and have a 3-course meal. And then we'll do an awards ceremony after, which is free for everyone. We also record live in the Facebook community the awards ceremony for those who can't be here or for those who aren't in Tasmania. So you can still participate and win no matter where you are in the world. You do not have to come to the party to win. It's just a fun event if you would like to. So we also do some fun other little prizes sometimes too. So that's another fun reason to come along. We do monthly walks and coffee catch-ups. So once a month, we get together, we can bring our dogs and our kids, and we go for a bit of a walk. Then we sit down and have a coffee together and just debrief. It's such a lovely way to sort of just like communicate with the rest of the girls, see how they're going, see what they're struggling with, see what they're winning at, and just debrief. It's the best. So we do those once a month. You'll meet like-minded women. It's great for your mental health because you get to get outside in the fresh air and move your body, get your steps up, explore new places. It's just wonderful. So these walks are absolutely free if you are a BBM member or challenge member. We do have BBM retreats, our very first one coming August 2024. Tickets will be going on soon. We're doing a 2-night wellness retreat in luxury Tasmanian accommodation with wholesome Tasmanian produce cooked by 2 wonderful Tasmanian chefs for the entirety of the stay. We are going to have a beautiful Pilates class with a Pilates instructor that I just absolutely adore. I cannot wait for that. We do mindset and meditation sessions, nutrition talks, and it's basically an event for you to come to immerse yourself into the health and wellness side of BBM and to walk away from feeling like you have just invested so much time into your self-care. You should feel on top of the world at the end of this weekend. So really looking forward to that retreat coming August 2024 with tickets on sale soon. And we will be hosting a retreat every year after that as well. So if you're listening and it's after August 2024, don't worry, there will be another. So keep an eye out. We do some really amazing collaborations here at BBM. We like to incorporate lots of other beautiful Tasmanian owned and operated businesses to support each other and to give our girls a really fun sort of open approach to trying new things. For example, we have done dance classes for BBM. We have a BBM and Sweaty Betty Run Club run coming up. We have a rhythm ride where I am teaching the rhythm ride class to our BBM girls, and we host those throughout the year. We have a BBM and Pilates class, and we are also partnered with Bulk Nutrients to bring a discounted price on quality protein powder to our community, and our discount code is BBM if you are looking for some protein powder or protein water. That's who we partner with. So we also do a Facebook group that you get access to when you join up to become a challenge member or an unlimited member. This Facebook group is a completely safe, supportive space with years worth of educational content. You get nightly accountability when I share in the Facebook group every single day, telling you the wins that I've had, anything I've struggled with, anything that has been great. And then I ask you to share with me how your day was and take a screenshot of your macro tracker log for the day, share it, and let me know how you're going. This is such a powerful, powerful tool because it keeps you accountable in the absolute best way. Here in the Facebook group, we have dedicated question threads. So you have access to be able to ask questions to any of your coaches or sisters at any time and get these questions answered. So that's what makes it such a personalized experience, because no matter what the question, small or large, you can ask it and you will get an answer from someone. We have members at all different stages of their journey inside the Facebook group. We have videos on all the kinds of educational content you could want, from nutrition to fitness and more. We have lots of educational content on planning, and we have lots of recipes. We have guides that will show you how to make quick and easy snacks that are high in protein. We have guides that will show you all of our favorite dinner recipes, our dessert recipes, and it's just the best place to be. I honestly feel like our Facebook group is priceless. It is one of the most important things to me, one of the ways that I am able to stay so accountable and so consistent that I can travel the world for 7 months and still feel great and amazing all the time because I have access to this amazing community and this amazing space that does keep me accountable every single day. And that's just something that I need, and it's just part of my routine. So I'm so lucky and stoked to have that Facebook group. And as soon as you sign up, you do get access to it for as long as you are a member with BBM. So let's move on to the mindset part of BBM. I wanted to firstly run through Team BBM and the 6 women that you get access to as a BBMer. Firstly, me, I am the owner and founder of BBM, and I'm also the head coach. So I will be in that Facebook group every single day. You have access to also book in for a one-to-one session with me or any of the other coaches at any time. This is an additional expense, but it is an added opportunity for you to add value to your personalized program. So you have access to me to chat to. I am your head coach, and I sort of am a big space holder for you to do your growth and to discover the kind of life and lifestyle that you want to have. Pause while I have a sip of water. I'm just practicing what I preach. The other coaches, we have our assistant coach and powerhouse woman behind the scenes mainly of BBM, powering us through every day-to-day work, is the lovely Coach Ash, mother of 2, women's performance coach, personal trainer, and you have access to her. She can answer any of your questions. You can book in for one-to-ones. She's incredible. We have our third coach, our resident mindset coach, Coach Katie. And Coach Katie is, I think if you have ever had the pleasure of meeting her or listening to her speak, she's just one in a million, or should I say 1 in 7 billion. She's just such a beautiful, unique person and has such an ability to help keep your mind strong. So that's what she does. She keeps the minds strong of our BBM girls. Then we have our social squad coordinator, Miss Sammy, who is just a delightful woman, and she creates the community connection as much as possible within the space. She helps me to organize events. She holds a spotlight on our girls when they do wonderful things. And yeah, she is just incredible. So she is our social squad coordinator. And then we have our 2 beautiful ambassadors, our community ambassadors, Laura and Stacey. Laura and Stacey embodied BBM so much so into their lifestyles, and we just knew that we wanted to shine a light on them, and we wanted them to be with us for the long haul. So we invited them in as our community ambassadors, and they share everything about being within the BBM lifestyle. So they're just amazing girls for our community to follow for inspiration and motivation. So that's Team BBM. Now, we work a lot through mindset as a part of BBM. It's one of the biggest things, the most important things, I would say, because without having a strong mindset, it won't last. Having a strong mindset means you break through tough times. You get over those hard moments, which, can be really tough at times. So Coach Katie is our resident mindset coach, and she provides one-to-one mindset coaching sessions, which are available for our girls to book into. But not only just our BBM clients, if you are like maybe thinking about doing BBM, but you do have maybe a history with self-sabotaging behaviors or beliefs, and you really want to debrief with Coach Katie before you begin your BBM journey, that's also something that's available. If you go to her Instagram page, you can book in for a session before you sign up, because we know that starting off on the right foot is a really, really good idea. So if you need to, you can do that. As part of BBM, we do monthly live coaching calls, and these are for everyone, but we do them every single month. So even when there's not a challenge on, our members are still getting a monthly group call, and it's usually myself and the 2 other coaches, or a combination of a few of us. Maybe it's just me, or maybe it's Katie and Ash running the session. It just depends on who's available. But we always do that once a month. And this is usually a time to reflect and review and then plan and organize. So it's a way to get everyone's thoughts out on the table and to help them prepare for what comes next. I wanted to share with you today some feedback and some results that we just received after the first 4 weeks of the first challenge of the year this year, the New Year, New Plan challenge. And one of our beautiful clients, Jess, was having a bit of a tough time. And so what she decided to do was invest in herself and book in for a one-to-one session with me, which she did. And we were able to create an action plan for her moving forward. These are some of her words that we just received in her halfway check-in questionnaire. I've lost 3 kilos on the scales and decreased my visceral fat by 400 grams. I've also lost 2 kilos of body fat mass. I did the scan the week before the challenge, so this is actually over 5 weeks. I've also made some big shifts in my mindset. I'm learning to pick myself back up when it gets hard and connecting with the BBM girls as much as I can. I'm in the crazy work season, and I'm so proud of being able to commit to myself and this challenge within the chaos, when usually I would put work and everyone else first. So as you can see, Jess has lost 3.1 kilos. She lost 2 kilos of that being body fat mass. 400 grams of that being visceral fat, which is the fat surrounding your organs, which can give you sort of that lower belly area. And we then, asked her, what do you want to achieve moving forward now that you're really chipping away at these goals that you have? What do you want to achieve next? She said, I'd love to do the same as what I've just done. 2 to 3 kilos of weight loss with a large portion of that being body fat. And I'd like to keep the visceral fat going down. I'm not sure what is a realistic amount of visceral fat loss, but I'd like to keep trying. I had a one-on-one with Mads at my lowest point a few weeks ago. This picked me up at a point when it all felt too hard. I just want you to know that it can be simple if you know how things work and what your body needs. You can achieve your goals and still have a life and go out for dinner, etc. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. And also, Mads said in our one-to-one, it's just not going to happen overnight. I did say that. As annoying as that is. But in 18 months' time, if I don't make changes, I'll still be in the same position. The time is going to pass either way, and that has really stuck with me when I feel like giving up. So that's a really sort of good look at what one of our clients has achieved in the first 4 weeks of a challenge, or as she said, in the first 5 weeks of a challenge. And as you can see, if we can get Jess to continue on in the way that she is continuing on now, if we can get her to keep showing up, if we can get her to reinvest when she feels a bit shit, imagine where she can get to in 18 months' time. She did have what I like to call a gap mindset, which is where you're so focused on where you're trying to get to that you forget about how far you've come. And I try to teach my BBM girls to have a gain mindset, which is where you look back at where you started 4 or 5 weeks ago and look at everything that you have achieved. Tick that off. I have achieved a new mindset. I have achieved creating a healthy and balanced plate. I have achieved 3 kilos of weight loss, which is amazing. So I really encourage any BBM girlies to book in for one-to-ones when they are feeling stuck, because they can be really powerful, honestly. We really want to give as much education as we can throughout our challenges. The BBM philosophy is to track macros. And if you haven't heard of what macros are before, they're elements of your food that make up all the foods that you've ever eaten, ever. It's proteins, fats, and carbs. We give women their very own personalized breakdown of macronutrient targets that they aim to hit on a consistent basis. So, for example, that might look like you having a goal of eating 2,000 calories every day with 150 grams of protein. We track these macros in a nutrition tracking app called MyFitnessPal, and that helps us to ensure that your body is getting fueled up for everything that you need to do in your life. Maybe you're a mum, maybe you're a full-time worker, maybe you are both. Maybe you have a very active job, or maybe you have a very sedentary job. All of these things really matter, but we create personalized breakdowns for you. And then after 1 month, we do a monthly coach review where you check in. I'm going to sneeze in a second. Just, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. Normally my sneezes come in twos. So if I do another one. Anyway, at the end of the month, we do a monthly coach review, which is what we just did with Jess that I just spoke about. We basically take all of her results and then we will update her macros based on her goals. So Jess came in, she lost 3.1 kilos in 4 weeks. At the end of that time, we sat down as her coaches and we said, cool, what do you want to do next? And she said, I want to do the same again. So we adjusted her macro split so that scientifically she would achieve that if she followed her, if she followed her macro targets moving forward. So we adjusted them. I sent her the new macros and now she's following that as her next month sort of focus. We do these coach reviews every single month. So if you have a long-term goal, this is like the absolute best thing that you can do. The reason that we were able to see how much of Jess's weight loss came from body fat was because she had a body composition scan done at the start, and then she sent another one through at halfway, and she's going to do another one at the end of the next 4 weeks. Now, body composition scans are great. They're about $30. They take about 60 seconds, and you can find them at your local gym or chemist. We like to use a scanner called the eVault body scanner, and you get an app on your phone, and once you have your scan, it will show you what your body fat percentage is, what your skeletal muscle mass amount is that you have on your body. It will show you how much body fat you have, how much visceral fat you have, how hydrated you are. Sunny Boo has just walked into the room. As always, every episode, darling, I have to talk about you, but you're so cute. Sunny's coming to the monthly walk this weekend. I think I'm going to try to bring him to all the walks because he's just too gorgeous. So where was I up to? Oh, yes, the body composition scans. They tell you absolutely everything. They're amazing. And you get all the results onto your phone on an app. And then when you have your second scan, the results are uploaded onto the app again, and you can see graphs of how your body composition is actually changing over time. It's really powerful stuff because you can have a specific goal. When Jess and I sat down for our meeting, I was like, okay, well, if you want to drop this much body fat in the next month, I need you to eat this much protein, which I gave her target. I said, I need you to eat 127 grams of protein per day. I need you to eat in a deficit of calories, which was 1,696 calories per day. This is for her body, her job, her lifestyle, and it will change from person to person. This is just her unique numbers. And if you do that on a consistent basis over the next month, we should see another 2 to 3 kilos of weight loss. Hopefully it's all body fat as well, because she's got a strong emphasis on moving her body and hitting a protein target. Sorry, not even moving her body, just having a high protein target so she can keep, maintain, and build skeletal muscle mass, hopefully. So body composition scans are highly recommended with BBM. I know that some places offer like the third scan free as well, which is really cool. The North Hobart chemists do that. So we highly recommend doing those. We give links to a few different scanners around Hobart, but the Evolt body scanner is across Australia in many different gyms. You can actually search on the Evolt body scanner website where some of the locations are, where you can find one. And then once a month, we send our clients an email saying, it's time to check in, babe. Upload the details of your body scan here. And they click the link, and we ask them to type in some of those elements of their body composition scan, which then we keep all the data to and advise them on what to do next. So yeah, that's what we love. We love body scans here. Pardon me. I wanted to talk about the education that you get when you sign up. We will provide you with educational videos on how to track macros. I always say it's like learning a language with tracking macros. It takes time. But once you learn, you have the information for life. I can track macros in my head pretty easily. That's why I was able to travel Europe for 7 months and have pizza and pasta and wine most days of the trip. And in 7 months, I only fluctuated up by 2 kilos, and some of that was muscle. And the reason I was able to do that was because I could track macros in my head, because I knew, okay, well, if I eat this pizza, I'm going to have approximately this much protein, this many calories, and it made everything so easy, because if I wasn't aware of the science behind that side of eating, I would very easily just overdo it, very easily, or underdo it. Underdoing it is a big thing for so many women. They undereat because they just believe that, you know, they should be eating less, and then they'll completely overdo it on the weekend. I don't believe that I overdid it at all, really. I mean, I'm sure I would have here and there, but it really balanced itself out. And I really, honestly attribute that to my ability to understand what is in the food that I love and the food that I need and that I enjoy. So tracking macros is a life-changing tool. Tracking macros is also not for everyone. Tracking macros can lead some people down a path of obsession. For me personally, I've never experienced that. And I do believe that saying, you know, that tracking macros will lead you down a path of obsession is the same thing as saying driving a car will cause you to crash. It's possible, but not everyone will do it. So I've had a great relationship to food ever since I started tracking macros, and so do many of the women we work with. But this is something that you personally really need to keep a hold on. And if it is not for you, it is not for you. We have a mindful eating program, which is designed for the people who want to learn the BBM lifestyle and the BBM way, but don't want to track macros. And that's available for you to purchase anytime via the link on my Instagram bio. So, yeah, tracking macros, I'm a huge fan of it, and it is a big part of BBM. We have a lot of girls who track macros for a while and then learn the habit. For example, Ambassador Laura tracked macros for like a year. And now she can do what I do, where she tracks in her head, but she still does the challenges. She still participates every day in the BBM lifestyle. She can do mini, fat loss, what would you call it? Like programs or phases, really without tracking that much. And I think that's awesome. She's got such a good handle on it, and we can also just keep supporting people when they get to that stage where they don't need to track anymore, but they still want to support themselves by staying in the community and showing up every night in the Facebook group, doing monthly reviews, all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, we totally love macro tracking here. We also have the unlimited membership. So once you finish an 8-week challenge, you are invited to join our membership, but you must complete an 8-week challenge to be able to do this, because it's a next level of education, and we really need our girls to learn the basics that you learn within the 8-week challenge before you come up to the membership. So we want our girls to watch the educational videos on how to track macros, how to meal plan, and, how to use the meal planner template, all of that kind of stuff, and give us 8 weeks worth of practice before they then start to focus on watching our monthly masterclasses that are available for our members. Things like, what is a body recomposition journey or a maintenance journey? How do you eat for your hormones? This is a masterclass I got a wonderful doctor from Canada to give on our membership. We have mindsets coaching sessions in there, myth busting sessions, how to eat in alignment with your menstrual cycle. We have how to take the mic from the inner mean girl. There are so many different wonderful masterclasses in the library that you get access to as soon as you become a member after a challenge. But we also add to them continuously every month, which is really, really fun. And we always take feedback from our girls once a month, asking what they want to learn more of, and then we usually implement what they want to learn in those masterclasses. So it's just a really amazing journey you can be a part of. And yeah, I'm really excited for where that's going to go. So we have the online portal that you can access, and you can watch any of those masterclasses anytime they have been sort of recorded for you. That is a very sort of descriptive, detailed account of everything that you get and everything that BBM is as a challenger or a member. And I hope this has been an informative one for you. If there are any questions that you do have, please know that I'm available to answer them anytime via Instagram. I love to talk to you guys on the DMs. So definitely reach out if you want to have a chat to me if you're considering joining BBM. Remember, we have 4 openings a year. And right now, we're in the middle of a challenge, but, this episode is going to be available forever. So just remember, we have 4 openings a year. And stay up to date with us on our email list, which you can sign up to. We call it the love letter. You can sign up to that via my Instagram bio. And we will keep you up to date with when the next challenge is coming. If you are considering joining, you can join the waitlist, which is available for you in my Instagram bio. And if you are already a client and you've just remembered, something that you have access to as being, part of our BBM life, then jump on it. Jump on those masterclasses. Reach out for a one-to-one. We are so obsessed with doing this for our girls. This is my passion. This is my life's mission. And yeah, I truly hope that you have learned a lot today about what we can do to upgrade your life. So yeah, that's all from me today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have the most beautiful day. And I guess until next time, it's time to find your balance. Bye.